What is your purpose? What is the reason you are on this earth? See, the only person that can answer that is you. What are what are you on this earth to do? Maybe you're here to be the best doctor or the best car salesman. And those things are great, don't get me wrong, but what about the things that you're involved in? What is your spiritual purpose in this life? We know that we as Christians are here to teach about Jesus and his sacrifice and his love for others. But what is your true purpose in the church? Well, some of us have very different skills and abilities, and some of us are better at preaching and teaching or visiting others. But we need to find our purpose and go every day using it. One thing that bothers me when people say to find your purpose, they don't tell you how to do it. They say, you have a purpose, go find it, and then that's it. Well, the only way to find it is to try different things. Go preach a sermon or teach a class. You could be very good at it. But get out of your comfort zone, because when you just sit in the pew and never change the things that you do, you'll never get out of your comfort zone and learn what you're good at. Maybe it's as simple as leading a prayer. And finding your purpose does not mean that you can't do other things, like maybe you're good at leading prayers and all you ever do is lead a prayer, which is fine, but try song leading or preside over the communion. Finding your purpose is not making you tone to one thing. Go through ways you can help someone. It doesn't have to be at church, it could just be throughout the day. And maybe you're good at cooking and can minister to others through cooking for them and giving them a home-cooked meal and just simply telling them that Jesus loves them. We can find things about our purpose that we do normally and easily, things that come easily to us. We can take these things we do well and use those to find our purpose. Again, if you're good at speaking, maybe you could be a preacher, but until you try it, you'll never know. We just sit and wait on God to speak to us and say, this is what I want you to do, or just a big sign in the sky that says, you need to be a preacher. But if we live our life loving God, we will realize that He has already shown us our purpose by the things that we are good at. We are all created with some type of purpose, and there are so many ways to serve others, and we see that in the Bible. There were many people who were chosen for a purpose. Moses was sent to get the children of Israel out of Egypt and lead them to the promised land. He had no idea what his purpose was until he trusted in God and went and did it. Moses was uncomfortable, saying that he was not that good of a speaker. Sometimes we feel that we do not want to get out of our comfort zone. But again, if we do, we can find something we're very good at. We have to get out and try and find the thing that we are called to do. Maybe we look at Abraham and see that he was the father of many nations because he trusted in God and did what was commanded of him. He could have just turned away from God and did not do what he believed, or did what he believed because he didn't have a son or children. Or when God told him to kill his only son, he could have said no, and he wouldn't be the father of many nations and a prominent person in the Old Testament that we learn about today. We can even look at someone like Paul, who was literally killing Christians because he thought they were doing wrong. And after the conversion on the road to Damascus, he changes his life, preaches to those same people, same families that he was persecuting. And I have no doubt that he received backlash because of that, and that it was hard for them to listen to him, but he still did it because he got out of his comfort zone and taught others about Jesus. Maybe you feel like you can't be an advocate for Christ and cannot teach about him because of the sins in your life. But we see with Paul that it did not stop him, and he was literally killing people. If anyone was related to that family member that was killed, I know that had to be hard to listen to him. And maybe you sin, and maybe you feel like you have done such wrong things that people can't listen to you. But if you let Jesus shine through you, people will listen to you. Finding our purpose may be hard, but God created everyone today on purpose, and He created us to have a purpose. So love God. Thank Him for giving you the skills and abilities that you have, and use those to find your purpose. Go out, find what your purpose is, and use it to further the kingdom. Do not be afraid of past sins because everyone messes up and falls short. Most importantly, show the love of Christ to everyone you come in contact with. Because even though personally we may have different purposes, there is one thing that every Christian is called to do, and that is to spread the gospel.